Hello everyone, my name is Akash Rathod and this presentation is based on COVID-19 dataset. I have used the Tableau tool to visualize and analyze the COVID-19 widespread across the world. So let's start. So this is the first dashboard, that is the case map. So onto the top left we can see the date, and onto the top right there's the controller that is used to control the date. So if I take it back, then it is now showing that 17th of July, which we can see on the top left. So we can also play this so we can see that how the COVID-19 actually, the behavior of COVID-19 widespread across the world over the period of time. So on this map, each and every color dot actually represents a country, and the size of the dot is proportional to the number of cases that a country has. So currently we can see that the dot in USA, and then Brazil and India. It is the largest among any other countries. And let me take it further. So I have the data till 4th of December. So now in US we can see that the total number of cases is actually actually 14.36, and that is the largest dot. And then in India it is 9.6 million, and in Brazil it is 6.5 million. So that's the reason that USA has the largest dot, and then India, and then Brazil. And also some of the European countries also has a large number of cases. Countries like UK, France, Spain, Italy, and Germany. And here we can see that the total number of cases in the whole world is 65.9 million, and the total number of deaths is 1.5 1500 million thousand. So let us go to the next map. This is the death map. So here each and every color dot actually represents the number of deaths that occurred in the country. So let us play it from 20th of October. So we can see that the dot in USA, also Mexico, Brazil, India, and some of the European countries is bit larger. But we can also see another thing, that in Mexico, the death dot is actually bigger, and the case dot was actually smaller. So that means that even though the cases were like not comparing to the other countries, the cases weren't that much, but the deaths were. On this dashboard we can see the top countries, that is on the left there is the date, on the right there is the date controller, and there's another controller here, that is the top countries. So currently it is set to 10. So this actually filters the countries and are showing us the top 10 countries with the most cases. So currently the country which has the most cases is the United States, and the country with the least cases that made it to the top 10 is Peru, that is with approximately 1 million. So we can also play it and see the behavior in which the COVID-19 actually spread. So here on the left map, the left bar chart actually shows us the cases in those top 10 countries with most cases, and the right bar chart actually shows us the deaths. So as we can also see another behavior here, that India has actually 9.5 million cases, and Brazil has 6.5 million cases. So the difference is almost 3 million. But we can see on the death bar graph that Brazil actually has more deaths compared to India. And also Russia has 2.4 million cases, and it was in the top 4. That is the 4th position. But in the death bar chart, it did made it. And we can also see more number of top countries with the most cases. So I made it to 15. So now we can see the 15 most country with the cases and deaths. And here is Russia with 41,000. And this is the dashboard, that is the time analysis. So on the left chart, the x-axis is the cases. It shows us the cases, and the y-axis shows us the deaths. And every color dot here actually represents some country. Like this represents United States, this represents India, Brazil, Mexico, and then United Kingdom, etc. There are actually 10 countries that are shown here, and those countries are the countries with the top 10 like cases. And similarly, we have the date on the left and the date country on the right. And yeah, the right chart actually shows the yellow line actually shows us the cases in the increasing in cases, and the orange line actually shows us the deaths. The death axis is on the right and the case axis is on the left. So we can also play and see the behavior in which the cases kept increasing. So as we can see that on the left chart, actually United States, the deaths in United States kept increasing steadily and kept going upward, and the cases almost reached 2 million. So let me take it further. Let me play it. So as we can see that United States is still on the top, and this next one is Brazil. Here is India, and this is Mexico. And on the 4th of December, United States has made it to like 14 point some figure, and the deaths is actually 278,000. And also we can check out more behavior of other countries like Mexico. The cases was actually somewhere 1 million. So in Mexico the case is actually 1.1 million, and the deaths so in Mexico the deaths actually went upward quickly compared to the cases. And also here in France, as we can see that the bar of France actually went upward quickly, and then it steadily kept increasing in cases and not that much in deaths. And also here on the right graph, we can see that on the second quarter there was actually a bulk in the death, so the death went up rapidly, and then COVID-19 virus actually spread in the mid of 2020 quickly and went upward. So now the next map. So on this dashboard we can see the top 10 countries with the most cases. So these are the names, and the middle bar chart actually shows us the population of that country, and the right bar chart actually shows us the life expectancy. And here is the controller that top 10 countries. So if so now we can see that USA actually has 331 million of population, but the cases is 14.4 million. And comparing it with India, then India has the most population among the top 10 COVID-19 infected countries, and it is almost 1,000 million more than United States. But its COVID cases are actually far less than United States, that is 9.6 million. And same goes with Brazil. Brazil has 6.53 million cases and 210 million like population. And here's the life expectancy. So we can view more countries. So I took it to 21, so it is now showing us 21 countries, and we can see that those countries population and the cases, etc. So on this dashboard, uh, there is a tree map on to the right, and there is a bar chart on the left. And this bar chart actually shows us actually has two bar charts. That is there's one axis on the left, that is the total cases axis, and and it is represented by the yellow bar chart. And there is another gray kind of bar that actually represents the total tests. So this total test is actually the number of tests that were conducted in the country, like this Russia. So we can see that in Russia the total tests that were conducted is 7,500 million, and total cases were 219 million. So we can also see that and yeah, the total test bar is actually in billions. We can see that the number of tests that were conducted in United States were the most, and also the cases were the most. And we can also see that in India also there were large number of tests that were conducted and the cases were also more. So comparing it with Russia, then the number of tests were far more, and the cases is far less. And on to the right we can see the tree map. this tree map actually the area of each block actually is proportional to the GDP of that country. So here we can see different countries: Qatar, Ireland, Luxembourg, etc. So if I like right now we can see the top 20 countries with the most GDP on here. Now if I take it back, now on the left bar chart we can see the top 10 countries with the most cases, and here we can see the countries which has the most GDP and the top 10 among them, with Qatar with that is $117,000 and Luxembourg at $95,000. Yeah, thank you.